میدانیم که حساب جامعه یهود غیر حساب جامعه اونها هستند و ما با اونها مخالف هستیم و مخالفتمون برای این است که اونها با همه ادیان مخالف هستند. اونها یهودی نیستن، اونها یه مردم سیاسی هستند که به اسم یهودی یه کارهایی را میکنن و یهودی ها هم از اونها متنفر هستند و همه انسان ها.
International Quds Day is the last Friday of the month of Ramadan, on which demonstrations are held across the world to protest against the occupation of Palestine. Soon after the Islamic Revolution in Iran, Imam Khomeini called on Muslims to dedicate this day to demanding the rights of oppressed Muslims around the world, particularly in Palestine. On this day, rallies are organized. Any tangible achievements made in the over 7 decades of peace talks? Any optimism in the future? To what extent is the negotiator accused of a double standard? Then, in whose interest does America work in the process? The other side of the conflict reveals the gainful arms trade to American and other European manufacturers. The question is, how could the Arab League and PLO, established on the basis of Arabism or nationalism, lead to emancipation of Palestine while the same nationalism was used to destabilize the Grand Ottoman Empire and establish Israel in its place? No doubt, Quds Day is the only measure relevant for Quds liberation, the third holiest mosque and the first direction of Muslims. Unity is the force behind the call of this great Islamic personality, and ultimate hope for liberation of Palestine and other world oppressed. George Curzon, the British Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs, said, "We must put an end to anything which brings about Islamic unity between the sons of the Muslims. It is imperative to acknowledge the effort by the people wishing peace to reign and justice to prevail all over the world." As emphasized by the Imam, the Quds Day is a universal day. It is not an exclusive day for Quds itself. It is a day for the oppressed to rise and stand up against the arrogant. There is no doubt that there is always a limit to oppression. At this juncture, the famous words of Sheikh el-Zakzaki, as he gave hope to oppressed, especially Palestinians, are relevant. Israel was created by terrorism. No matter the years of oppression, it will crumble. While sympathizing with the Palestinians on this day, we denounce the enemy's unending brutality and bloodshed, especially in Kashmir, Yemen, Somalia, and Nigeria among others. We consider the International Quds Day as the day of the oppressed, and we also appreciate the role of all justice-seeking and concerned individuals and organizations on the plight of Palestinians and other oppressed. Quds Day has underlined the Palestine issue beyond its national aspect and has granted it with an international status. Due to Corona, it may not be possible to hold rallies and processions on Al-Quds Day like every year in the past and present year, but now Muslims are awake and will play a vital role through electronic and print media and social media. Palestine to the candle of hope lit by Imam Khomeini. No one will be able to extinguish the freedom of